Hi everyone, it's Miss Lindsay, and today we are going to be talking about some plant parts and starting to learn about how plants grow. So to start off today, I'm going to start by reading you a book that I'm really excited about. It's called Plants Feed Me. So if you could just grab a seat and listen up for the next couple minutes, I'm really excited about this one. All right. So Plants That Feed Me by Lizzie Rockwell. I am a plant eater. Plants reach up for the sun. They grow down in the ground. I eat different parts from different plants. Sometimes I eat the leaves. And sometimes I eat the roots. I eat the bulbs. I eat the stems and flowers too. I eat fruits. Some grow on trees. First flowers bloom, then come the fruits. Fruits have seeds. A seed can grow a new plant. Blueberries are fruits. They grow on a bush. And melons are fruits. They grow on a vine. Fruits hang from the tomato plant. Pumpkins, peppers, and eggplants are fruits too. In some plants, the seed is the best part to eat. Peas are seeds. They grow inside pods. Beans do too. Oops. I eat seeds from rice plants. I eat seeds from wheat plants. Wheat seeds make flour. Flour is used to make bread and lots more. Walnuts are seeds. They fall from tall trees. I eat seeds, I eat leaves, I eat flowers and stems, I eat roots and fruits. Plants feed me. And plants feed the world. Okay. So I hope that helped you start thinking about some different plant parts that we eat. And that's going to be what we are talking about today. So plants are all around us, right? They can look very different, but we can identify or find 6 plant parts and look at examples from each that we eat. So our first plant part is our roots. Our roots grow down into the soil. They take up water and nutrients from the soil and also help keep the plant in place. Some roots that we eat are carrots, radishes, and potatoes. Our next plant part is the stems. So the stems grow up towards the sun. They carry water to the leaves and help the plant stand tall. Some stems that we may eat are asparagus, celery, and leeks. Our next plant part are our leaves. The leaves grow off of the stems. Some are sturdy and tough, and others are small. Leaves use sunlight to make food for the plant. Some common leaves that we eat are spinach and kale and maybe collard greens. Flowers are what bloom from the plant. The flowers then become the fruit. Some common flowers that we eat are broccoli and maybe artichokes. The flesh that grows around the seed is called the fruit. And the fruit protects the seeds. We eat a lot of different kinds of fruits like eggplant, zucchini, tomatoes, berries, melons, and a lot more. And then finally, we have our seeds. The seeds grow inside of the fruit, and they can grow into new plants. Some common seeds you may eat are peas, beans, sunflower seeds, and others. Okay, so now I want to look closely at some real examples of some plant parts that we eat. So I picked some up today, and I want to show them to you. First, we have some of our roots. So I have a carrot here, a sweet potato, and some garlic. Carrots and garlic have green tops, and potatoes grow on vines. But with our roots, we just eat the part of the plant that grows underground. So next we have some pretty cool stems. I have some celery and asparagus. Both are very strong and sturdy, and they have lots of water in them because they help support the plant. Then we have some leaves. So like this green kale and red lettuce. There are a lot of different types of leaves that we eat and that you might see growing outside or at the store. Some are big and tough, like kale and collards, and others are smaller, like this lettuce and spinach. So we don't think of eating flowers that much, but do you know broccoli is actually a flower? And if you look closely, you can see the little buds that will bloom into a flower if you leave it to grow. And fruit is the flesh that grows after the flower, and there are a lot of different fruits that we eat. Here I have a pepper, a zucchini, and some tomatoes. Different fruits grow and become ripe at different times of the year and in different places around the world. And then last, I have some seeds which grow inside of the fruit. Here are some pumpkin seeds, some sunflower seeds, and these are corn kernels, which are also a type of seed that we like to pop. Some seeds you can eat without cooking, like peas, but others you may need to dry them or cook them to eat them. Okay, great. I'm going to go back to our presentation, and I have this picture of a lovely tomato plant, and I'm going to need your help to label it. So I would like you to raise your hand quietly if you know what one of these plant parts are, and your teacher can help you label them on the board. And you can pause the video now if you need time to label those. And you can start it again when you're finished. Okay, great. So let's go over those. So first, at the very bottom here, we have our roots that are growing underground. Now, we don't eat the roots of the tomato plant, but they help the rest of the plant grow. Next, we have our stem that's growing up straight and helping our plant stand tall, carrying water up to our fruit at the top. Then we have lots of leaves that are taking in sunlight and making food for the plant. Then we have some flowers that bloom, and those flowers become the fruit. And in this case, we have tomatoes. And then finally, within our tomatoes, we have some seeds. Awesome. Okay. So now it's your turn. Your teacher's going to come around and pass out a couple pieces of paper. On the one, I'd like you to write your name on the top here. And on the others, we are going to cut out the different plant parts I've given you. And I'd like you to glue or tape them into the right plant part group they go to. So let's do this, and your teacher can pause the video now, and we'll come back in 10 or 15 minutes and share. Okay, so your paper should look something like this, with a couple different examples of some plant parts that we eat under each category. So under each of our 6 plant parts, we have some examples that we eat. And we're going to come back to this later on in the year and continue learning about how plants grow and different parts of the plant, and hopefully getting to grow some of our own. So everyone did a really good job today. Next class, we're going to talk about seeds and how seeds move around, and looking at some different examples of seeds and getting to touch them. So I'm really excited to see you next time. Bye.